Tesla has just launched the BYD-powered Model Y in Europe for an insane price. The price is frankly unbelievable. I don't know how they're able to sell them this cheap. When I say cheap, yeah, they are incredibly cheap. In fact, they're about $20,000 less in Europe than a similar car costs from Tesla in the United States. This, my friends, is a game changer. I believe this is a big part of the reason for this happening is Gigafactory Shanghai. I'm going to explain why, what the price is, and whether or not you should buy one. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm coming to you from Alice Springs. It's the desert, it's the middle of Australia, and I'm here with my son. He just competed today in the BMX National Cup here, and I thought I'd show you his trophy. This is his trophy. He won that. He's pretty stoked. He's been carrying it around with him, and that's his trophy for coming second. That's his best performance so far in a national round race. So he's pretty stoked. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, I'll put a link in the description below. I'm pretty stoked as well. I'm pretty proud of him. He did really well. Tesla, the price of the Model Y in Europe, the base version with what we believe it comes with the BYD Blade battery pack, is 41,100 euro. Now, because the US dollar is on par with the euro dollar right now, that means that's basically the price, 41,000 US dollars in Europe. Now, unfortunately, in Europe, there's a lot of tax on cars. I don't think EVs should be taxed the way that they are. I think fine, tax internal combustion cars. Go for your life. I agree with that 100%. But to tax them this much, to be honest, to tax electric cars this much, I find a bit weird. The tax is 8,800 euro. So because of that tax, it makes it $50,000 to drive away. Now, I know there's taxes on all cars in many different countries around the world, but you'd think in Europe people would be a bit more forward thinking and maybe just reduce that tax a little bit. Anyhow, the price really that Tesla is charging is $41,150, and then it comes out to $50,000 when you've paid the VAT or VAT tax, called value added tax, I believe. So you're probably thinking in the United States, what is going on? Why are people in Europe getting these cars so cheap? Well, I think it won't be long before Tesla starts to charge a lower price for the Model Y base model in the United States, probably within 6 months. Within 6 months, as they begin to build more and more cars from their factory in Texas and from Shanghai and from all their factories all over the world, what will that mean? There'll be more Model Ys, wait times will come down. Tesla will want to say, well, okay, now it's time to increase that demand again. We're going to charge a lower price, maybe similar to the price in Europe. So what is the range of these vehicles? Well, the range, frankly, is, should you buy it based on the range? Personally, I have to say yes. I mean, realistically, the range is not much different to the long-range version. The long-range version, it's about 17,000 euros more. The range is only 80 kilometers difference. Now, I just had a look on the Tesla website on electric and inside EVs and some other sites. They're saying the range is 430 kilometers. I just looked on Tesla's website, went to do a pretend order in the Netherlands, and it says the range is the range that I quoted in my video about a week or two ago, 455 kilometers. So 455 kilometers versus 531 kilometers for the long range. It's only an 80 kilometer difference. 80 kilometers for $17,000. It's really not worth it. Clearly, the standard range is the model you should buy. Honestly, the price of this car, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute bargain. If you try and say this is expensive, you don't understand what's going on in the car market right now. You don't understand the prices of cars. Seriously, $41,000 US dollars for a car this size. It's actually much bigger than you think it is on the inside. If you looked at CarWow, they have a really good comparison on that video. They have a really good comparison on their YouTube channel showing you that the interior of these cars is much bigger than the competition. Audi Q4 e-tron, for example, is minuscule inside in comparison to the Tesla Model Y's interior. 455-kilometer range. Comes standard, unlike its European competition and its Korean competition, comes standard with pretty much everything. You don't need to add 17 option packs in order to get the car that you want. It pretty much comes with what you want as standard. Very few people opt to get options on these cars. That's one of the things I really like about Tesla. Not only do you not have to handle dealing with a dealer, handle dealing with, these distribution companies changing rules, having different warranties, having different prices, having, changing their minds and doing all that kind of thing. Tesla, you go onto the site, you order the car, you get what you've ordered. You don't need to pay for any options. There's no one hassling you, trying to force you into options or saying the only models we have, the only ones we have are the ones in the dealer lot. But to get that one, you've got to pay an extra $20,000 or 30 or 40 or 50 or more $1,000. You don't have to deal with all that nonsense. It's awesome, right? That's why I think so many people are ordering Tesla vehicles. The experience is so much easier, simpler. And it's a big plus to ordering a Tesla vehicle. So for you Americans, that range is 283 miles. And it compares to the long range's 331 miles. So you're really only getting an extra 48 miles of range for a massive difference. I mean, 16,000 euros difference in price. It doesn't make sense. Get the standard range. Surely that's what people will be doing. Now, Tesla has to know this. Tesla must know people are going to go say, yeah, well, 16,000 euros for 80 kilometers of range. No. I'll get the standard range. Most people are going to do that, aren't they? So clearly Tesla has enough stock or plans on building enough of these cars with these battery packs. They must have gotten a large amount of supply of these battery packs from BYD. What else do we know about the car? Top speed, 217 kilometers an hour. Not that you could care less about that. 0 to 62 miles an hour or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is 6.9 seconds. That's fast enough. That'll do. Really, that's going to give you what you need. There are other EVs on the market right now where I'm a little bit alarmed, a bit concerned about how slow they are. It can be dangerous pulling into traffic if your car can't accelerate fast enough. Clearly, this is not a problem with this car. It's not a rocket. It's nothing like the Model Y performance, but it's more than fast enough for the average person's needs. Now, the crazy thing is that in some European markets, the new version, this new base version of the Model Y is cheaper than a base Tesla Model 3. That doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. How is that possible? But anyway, that's the situation we're in right now. So if you're in Europe, take advantage of this straight away. I would be, because frankly, I think these cars will probably sell secondhand for more value than you pay for it new. So I mean, you could own one of these for a year, sell it in a year's time, and potentially upgrade to something else if you wanted to, or just, hey, own one of these for a while, because frankly, they're really good cars. So when are they available? Well, Tesla's website says they'll be available from December of 2022 to February of 2023. Now, I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that means depending on specification, color, options, paint, wheels. I'm not sure. The other thing we don't really know for certain is Tesla haven't specified if these are being built at Tesla's Gigafactory in Berlin or if they're being built in China, in Shanghai. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really make any difference. But it would be interesting to know where they're actually being built. Now, for those of you who are not aware, most vehicles being sold in Europe by Tesla right now, the majority, I think more than 80%, are in fact built in China, in Shanghai. So there's a good chance that that will include these cars. So that therefore would mean BYD are also going to be supplying Tesla in Shanghai as well as potentially in Berlin. Now, I know I've heard that some people are saying, no, only BYD battery packs. BYD battery packs are only going to Germany. I'm not so sure that's true. What all of this comes down to is what I've been saying for a while now. Tesla Model Y. Price will come down. Yes, it's expensive now. But once Tesla ramps up production, even though the cost of metals has skyrocketed, lithium has gone through the absolute roof, therefore Tesla's batteries are costing more than ever, I still think Tesla will bring the price of the Model Y down in the United States in particular once that demand starts to decrease just a little bit and those waiting times come in a little bit. And that will happen as a natural product of the fact that Tesla are ramping production up massively, ramping production up at, 4 different factories. Clearly, there's going to be a hell of a lot more supply of Model Ys eventually. That'll lead to Tesla bringing the price down, supply and demand. So if you are willing to wait and you're in the United States, it could be worthwhile doing that. Just wait for a few months, see if the Model Y in the United States potentially comes down to match the price of the version in Europe. Now, even if it didn't, even if it only came down, say, 10,000 US dollars, you're still saving 10,000 US dollars compared to now. And the other thing is, the Model Y and the Model 3 will both qualify for the incentive, the $7,500 US dollar tax credit next year. So that's worth considering as well. Let me know what you think. Are you considering buying a Model Y, a Model 3, or another EV? What do you think? Do you think this price, $41,000 US dollars, is a bargain? Do you agree with me? Am I crazy? I really think it's quite a bargain. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.